But hey,
we're live.
hello.
What's going on?
Would anyone like a Coke?
Lance Jennings is here.
It's just really sad that some people do things just for the money.
Jeff Davis.
Look, little, yellow, different.
Rod
Stewart.
79.
So,
Pat Benfart, 71.
Funny that you mentioned that because both of those people, because part of the sale that they were doing the next day at Dumb Records in Springfield, Illinois, after we were there, was 80% off all Rod Stewart. I was like, what? How do you pick that? Now, Pat Benatar ended up, she was in the thing I just did on Hammer Away, where they were saying if you could choose 4 people, past or present, to be at a party, who would you choose? And I thought it'd be nice. I love talking to women, so I thought it would be nice to have 4 women to show up. So Pat Benatar was one of them. 44 years ago.
Wow.
Well, episode of the Rock.
Final episode. Jeez.
Wow.
The Hyperkin Mega 895 to support micro SD. I don't know. I don't think they've said. A lot of the Hyperkin stuff does. So I don't know. Maybe. Salvatore's here. Papa Pete's here. Casey's here.
Yeah, Casey was one of them in telling me about how bad the sound wasn't working on my show earlier. And Salvatore was there, and then I had to just shut it down.
Shut her down. Lance at CES My Arcade announced 2 tabletop arcade sets that are really nice. They're much bigger. I'm sure they're going to be much more expensive than the current ones they have. They announced the new Game Station Pro, the Remix. I'm not sure what the deal is with that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
2 controllers.
Yeah.
It looked like the stick, the one that they changed around and moved the buttons. I don't know why they put the buttons like this, but they changed them, which is nice, but it still looks like it's the same. We'll have to see if it's the same stick. I mean, because I did a live show and this with using this stick, and it would just had a mind of its own. It would just start doing other things. So,
and it just seems strange that they just put these out and now they've got new ones.
Yeah, I get the tabletop arcade because they're completely different in that they're much nicer, and they have a paddle and a trackball.
You said the screen on the one is 10.1, the other one is 7.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's
CC Mental's here.
I wonder how heavy, like you were saying, you wonder what kind of a weight it's going to have to it.
Oh, it'll be heavy, I bet.
Hey,
Roger Matthews, what's going on?
I think it'll be heavy like I have a little TV down there that has the VCR in it still.
I don't know. I saw a picture from CES. They're showing the thing is big, man. It's like
really,
it's pretty big. It's not one of those little ones that they had last year. That's for sure.
Well, you know what it kind of reminds me of size-wise? I would almost think that you could like put it on your, put it on your bar at your house,
Yeah.
So while people are just hanging out and, like I always think of Lemmy from Motorhead sitting at the bar at the whiskey and just kind of doing the gambling machine there, the slot,
that would be the one of everything they've shown so far. That's the one thing I think I'd want to get the most. Of course, it comes down to price too. I don't know what that's going to cost.
Right.
I was 1-bit Pac-Man tree. Yeah, I mean that game was a lot of fun, and I can't remember if I said in the video, but definitely look this up on your phone and play it, because on the phone you just tap the screen and Pac-Man goes in the opposite direction. So the controls could not be easier.
I'm looking it up right now.
Other potential additions at Go Game Aquarium. Yeah, maybe. But Wait, they also announced Hyper. Wait a minute, no, I'm sorry. You asked for Hyperkin. Wait, did you say Hyperkin? No, you said My Arcade. My Arcade also showed off a little mini, like one of the smaller ones, arcade cabinets for pole position, and they showed one for Pac-Man and Ms. Pac-Man. They both had like a base that came out from under the screen, and it had a joystick. They looked pretty cool.
There we go. Casey just sent me the link.
The first Pong machine was a bar top model.
Ha! Okay, so I got it. Man, you ain't kidding. It couldn't be easier. Look at that.
You tap at the start, and you tap to go. You just tap it when you want to change the direction. It's
Okay.
cool.
Oh, I almost I already lost. Should I do it like this? Should I just like show you my game here?
Casey's high score is 10,315.
Oh, damn. I'm going to get eaten. Look at that. Oh,
that
man.
is really impressive there, Casey.
Okay. I really suck so far. I don't understand. Okay. It's got a weird start. You got to like double click it to get it going right. Son of a monkey's ass. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay.
Yes, we have a nice framed Bomberman. It's a Japanese floor mat. We framed it. We put it above all the liquor.
I'm gonna get eaten.
Cabinet, or what do you call it? Cocktail station.
The cocktail
Bite
station.
your tongue. Is that like shut your thing hole? Yeah. When I was playing the thing pinball.
Yes, you were.
I could have swore they said something about the thing hole. I'm like, what? Thing hole.
I still like when you said ghoul. Oh, it's ghoul instead of cool. And I was like, no, that still works. Oh, I got him.
So has anybody been checking out CES? I'm curious if there was anything you've seen. I did see what did I see? Oh, I saw this Samsung TV.
Yeah.
And what was interesting, it was basically two flat screens butted up against each other. So when you're looking at it, you don't see two screens. But the whole point was to like have one screen showing like a show, and the other screen was to show like overlay stuff. I'm not sure how you apply it, how it happens, but it was quite interesting to say the least.
To say the least. And I do need. Oh man, I wish I'd have brought my system over here tonight. I might have to step away and do that because I wouldn't mind buying up those pinball tables that you were playing. I see how you're saying all the horror ones were 20, a little less than $20. So you save.
Yeah, the whole thing I think the whole thing was $20. If you buy them separately, I think it ends up being like 22.
Right. I liked how they have the My Little Pony on there. That was pretty good.
Yeah. I switched over from the horror pinball games to My Little Pony and Charlie Brown and Garfield, I think.
Which to some people, My Little Pony is horrid. So, and Rise of Skywalker. I know you were talking about it. I was like, that could be horrifying.
Yeah, My Little Pony pinball wasn't bad. I actually like the cartoony, the bright colors of it. I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, absolutely. That's the cool thing about it. You know, it still makes for a fun game. It's still pinball.
So George Carlin is going to have a new special out, huh? Generated by AI.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
I mean, it's, it's the beginning of Ready Player One all over the place.
How do you know if he would have really said this stuff? I know. Oh, wait a minute. I want to show. I want to show this. This overlay because it's pretty darn cool.
Sega.
delete overlay.
While
Add
you're looking for
overlay.
that, one of the questions I had I did this vinyl tag that was started by this vinyl community. So one of the questions, Jeff, see if you could think about this. What album cover would you want to step into? So, you know, being the boy that I am, I thought this was a good choice.
What I want to step into.
And then I also thought this one might be nice. But then after the show was over, I thought, Stuart, right there.
Herb Alpert's Tijuana Brass.
Yep. Whipped cream and other. I'm sorry. Whipped cream and other delights. So I'll just put her right there.
Just put her right there.
Right where she at a space of respect and admiration.
So this is a Mega 95 by Hyperkin. It has a dock like a Switch.
And it comes with our logo.
That's right. So it kind of looks like a Saturn controller, or I guess a Genesis 6-button controller. It looks more like a Saturn one to me, but it's supposed to have a 10-hour battery life. Don't know about the SD card. Like I said, Hyperkin's, they've made several hardware that does have SD cards, and they've also announced several pieces of hardware like their Game Boy system, their Nintendo 64, and their TurboGrafx system, all of which have never seen the light of day. So will we ever see this? I don't know. But it looks like you hook it to the TV and you can, I guess, plug right in here.
Yeah, you got two. You can put two classic controllers in there.
I mean, that D-pad looks right out of a Sega Saturn controller. It looks nice. Looks very nice.
That's two bands right there on there. XYZ was a band, and so is ABC.
ABC.
Well, that's a song too. But I used to play an I played a couple of ABC songs when I was a DJ.
There you go. Step into Yellow Brick Road album cover.
That's a cool idea, man. Cool idea. He had a couple of album covers you could step into. Also, there was the Captain Fantastic and the Dirt Brown Cowboy.
Sergeant Pepper would be fun. Looks like they're having a lot of fun.
Somebody used that one. I was like, yeah, that's cool. You know, I mean, there's people getting, you know, they get into it like, yeah, I would have John Lennon at my dinner party, and I would have this person would be interesting. And I'm like, I don't know. I was a boy today, and just was like, it was all about the ladies. It was just like, I would love to talk to these ladies for dinner.
Y'all jinx poor David Soul talking about Starsky and Hutch. Wait, that happened on another show. We were talking about.
Sorry about that.
Someone else, and they died like between shows.
We are like the Grim Reaper, dude.
Ooh, what video game would you like to step into? Interesting. Video game Saturday Night Speedway.
Oh.
Ooh, Saboteur and step into Shenmue. Ooh, I'm with you, Saboteur. I go play in those arcades. That's a cool game. There's actually a some fan made a new Shenmue game.
Huh.
And I can't remember what's called, like the art of something. I can't remember. I was playing it, but the camera was just flying around too much for me. It was making me sick.
Yeah.
But man, it was really well done from what I'd seen.
I wonder if it will work with General Chaos Multitap.
Oh, well, that's a good question. That's a great game too.
Oh man. So that's wild, isn't it? XYZ is totally working on new stuff and a club tour this year.
Yes, Shenmue.
It's a local favorite. Phenomenal singer. Yeah, better with age. What about JW? What about Icon? What'd you think about Icon? I hear the new food fight game. You can play classic arcade games if you earn the unlocks.
Oh, that's not. Is that for the VCS? I don't think that's on anything else, is it? Food fight?
Oh, and I was looking up that Hyperkin too to see.
Let me see here. So look up.
The Mega 95 is a new gaming handheld from Hyperkin. It's designed to play original Sega Genesis and Mega Drive game cartridges. It's equipped with 5-inch display, toggle to switch between 4.3 and 16.9. Battery that Hyperkin says should last 10 hours per charge. Think of it like a modern take on the Genesis Nomad with roughly 3 times the battery life and other modern conveniences. Handheld looks like a portable version of Hyperkin's Mega Retron HD gaming console. The existing Genesis-compatible retro console released in 2018 and which now sells for $60. Hyperkin's press release doesn't go into detail about how the Mega 95 runs its classic Genesis titles, but the Mega Retron HD reportedly uses a hardware emulation approach with quality that sits somewhere between a software emulator and the premium FPGA based system.
I don't understand what that means. The cross between FPGA and software. I'm not sure what they're. Yeah. So I wonder. Yeah, I don't get what that means. I'm also not sure about why does it have a 16:9 screen? Every game is 4:3.
Huh.
Lance, there's no price yet.
No. Pricing or a release date for Mega 95 is yet to be announced, but for reference, Hyperkin's handheld Super NES emulation machine currently sells for $120. With any luck, that could mean that the Mega 95 ends up being more affordable and more readily available than the Analog Pocket.
Hyperkin was supposed to come out with an N64 clone years ago. Crickets. Yep, that and their Game Boy one too. Nothing. I think last year was it was it 2022 or was it early 2023? I can't remember. They announced a TurboGrafx Retron. And it's been mostly crickets, although I think last fall they did make a mention that it was still coming, but I don't know. Like I said, Hyperkin they have overpromised a bit sometimes, so we'll see.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there are photos like it, but I'm like, give me photos that go all the way around the unit. You know.
Yeah, I don't know if there are or not.
That would save a lot of questions and just take pictures and just show it from every angle.
I was looking at Gen X Grown Up. He had a video from CES where he got his hands on the new controller for the game station, and also the game pad for the game station. It has a D-pad and a paddle. And I don't know, that the D-pad looked atrocious. It looked like a 5-cent D-pad on this thing. I'm like, oh God. They need to do better than that because it looked really bad. I mean, of course, without touching it, it was just basically, it was kind of just a disc with like maybe 4 lines. It was, I don't know. But these are prototypes. They're not.
Yeah.
Everything my arcade showed, I think, are prototypes. I don't think anything is final. And last year when they showed off the Game Station Pro, those are prototypes, and people asked for a paddle to be added, and they actually did add the paddle in before it was released. So yeah, they do make changes based on what people say.
Yeah.
So that is good.
All right, so let's see what
JW. I want to play General Chaos again. That was so much fun on the Genesis. Sega needs to make a Dreamcast Mini. Oh, that would be awesome, Lance. I don't. Now they are remaking a bunch of games, I guess this year and next year. Some of which were on Dreamcast, like Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi. Hello, StashNet. What's going on?
Hey, StashNet. Yeah, nothing else. I can't find anything in.
I always love at CES. I always like checking out the TVs.
Well,
because the stuff they show is usually years away from coming out.
Yeah.
They're
So
crazy expensive.
okay. So I'm just going to look this up. Jeff, I got to thinking, I mean, is there, we should be going to that now, right?
That would be cool.
Yeah. I got to take a look here and figure out when it happens, blah, 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 and all that. I mean, I know it's happening now, you know, and I guess it's just always in Vegas and always now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
It's nowhere else anymore.
No, I think just the one in January.
Okay. Because I don't. I mean, actually, I've got a good friend out there now, in Vegas, so I could check in with him about, hey, could we have a place to stay? I don't know, but it's worth checking out. At least he'd know where we could stay. He might have a good idea as to where we could stay. Just saying.
Just saying.
I'm just saying it's a night.
Oh, I finished Frasier, and I really liked the ending. And then
just
I rewatched.
Think, folks, only mere weeks ago he was still on. I mean, if you're going to count weeks, you know, kind of like people say, my kid is like only 24 months. You're like, that's 2 years. But mere weeks ago, this gentleman was still stuck on episode 2.
Yeah, and then I rewatched season 1 of the new Frasier, so I've seen that twice now. Season 1.
Sweet.
And I actually liked it a little bit more the second time, even though I liked it a lot the first time.
Yeah, that's good. What about the son? Do you like him better this time around?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to hook up to a TV Savitar.
Yeah.
I saw this ridiculous article. There's a whole article written about how that's right. We went to Vegas in 2019.
Elvis renewed our vows.
But there was an article written about Frasier season 2, the new season, which is not a thing yet. Nothing's been said, but this person wrote a whole article about how basically Frasier's going to change everything for season 2. He's going to move because the story arc with his son is over with. I'm like, over with? They just got back together and moved in together. Like, what are you talking about moving?
Yeah, I was good. Wait, that
doesn't make any sense.
That's what the whole thing's about, is them trying to learn to live together.
So you're dumping the whole cast then? Because what, are they going to move with Frasier? And
what the hell's that all about?
2 more problems. It would solve the whole him working at Harvard problem because he's so rich. I'm like, well, yeah, but he was working at Harvard because he loves Harvard, and it's like a big prestigious thing for him.
Yeah, he was. Oh boy.
And the other thing was, they said it also fixed the problematic Cheers stuff. That what like what happened to Cheers. I'm thinking, well, I think Cheers is probably gone. I mean, this is 2023,
okay, right?
Frasier, when he went off the air with the final season, I think there was an episode which would have been what 2003, and he saw a bunch of the guys from there, and Cheers was still around, but that was 20 years ago. I mean,
it can close, and that can be.
What makes anyone think that Cheers is still? I assumed it was long gone, to be honest, on this new show.
Yeah, right.
But then I read but then she posted a quote from the interview, and all Kelsey Grammer says, he can't wait for season 2 to see where Frasier goes from here. And I'm like, I don't think he means move.
Hold on.
This person wrote this whole article about all this stuff based on that one little quote. I'm like, you don't even understand what he meant by that. It was so strange. Why would he? This story arc is over. Yep, he met his son. He got it back with his son. It's over.
Gotta go.
Retro blaming gifts. Retro bliss gaming. Got all messed up, Phil. Welcome back to the show.
How cool would it be if, I mean, this is granted there's enough good writers out there that could do it, but how cool would it be if Cheers was closed and he bought it and started it new, and then that's another show?
Yeah, I don't know. That could be cool. Time for remaining Cheers gang to make cameos. Yeah, since they're back in Boston, I would like to think that they would. Although most of the cameos of the Cheers people on the original Frasier didn't happen for years in. I mean, I don't think Norm, Cliff, and Carla made it until the final season.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a thing. Viking things are a thing now. He could just make it like make it into a Norse bar, and it could be called Skull. There, see?
I think it was. I think it was Saboteur.
Alex Lifeson was crippling arthritis. Really? That's what's really weird about all that stuff. You know, people talk about, well, maybe they'll go back on tour, you know, and these things are talked about. And then you hear that and you're like, well, I guess that's not going to happen. Or does he get shots so that he can do it? I don't know. It's just weird. You're like, ooh, maybe that's a thing. And then you're like, oh, well, then maybe it's never going to be a thing. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. 'Tis a quandary, as they would say in The King and I.
So I don't really have anything to watch. I did start watching Newhart. It's on.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Amazon Prime. They actually have it.
Well, Jeff, if you haven't watched Blue Eye Samurai, you got to watch that. And if you haven't watched the live action One Piece, there you go. There's two great shows right there.
Two of them.
Two of them.
Retro Bliss game. Will this handheld work with a Mega EverDrive? I don't know. They haven't said anything about that. It's still pretty early. I mean, like we were talking earlier, Hyperkin sometimes announces hardware and then forgets about it. So I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, Stevens, remember when we started that thing last year? Wait, what?
It would be great if they like re-announce something they've already announced like 3 years earlier. They just forgot about it. It took Jeff approximately 3 years to watch the first 2 episodes of Frasier. That is true. It took approximately 3 months for him to watch the final 262 episodes. Also true. That's an increase rate of 156,000%. Yes.
Oh, wow. The Go Game Go accountant, Papa Pete.
Pete, I was just saying, though, for some reason, I rewatched the new Frasier. It was only 10 episodes. It was pretty quick. And for some reason, even though I liked it originally, I liked it even a little bit more. I think because now, after 10 episodes, I understand the characters better. New characters always hard to get used to.
Yeah.
That's right. Cliff and Norm could show up at Maloney's.
There you go.
I was gonna say Carla could get a job there, but I think she's pretty far up there in age. I don't know if she's
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
My stash net's going way back. Car 54 with Fred Gwynn.
Fred Gwynn, yeah. And what was the other guy's name? But is that heavy, that growly voice?
Oh, I know his name. What is it?
Rick Emmett coming out with a compilation of his 3 rock albums with some bonus tracks. Wow, cool, very cool.
No, we've already watched it twice. So
he's making us watch New Frasier again.
Yeah, well, maybe she's going to watch it a third time.
I would have bet that Stu would have watched Rise of Skywalker before Jeff finished. And then Jeff and I would be we would film it. We'd make a trip to hell and throw snowballs. Here we are. Go Game Go. We're in hell throwing snowballs. What do you know about that? Oh, look at that. We just saw another flying pig.
Pete's third time through. Yeah, I might just watch the original one again as well. Smart postal employees retire for 30 years of service like I did. Oh, that's great, Retro
Yeah.
Bluff. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've got a good buddy of mine who's a retired postal worker. And it sounds like you guys retired at the right time. Because Frasier actually is a fantastic show. There you go.
Yeah, that is funny because when Cliff and Norm and Carla were on Frasier, it was for Cliff's retirement party.
Some of those horses were in different time zones.
What?
So does that mean if you lost, you actually won? If you were in a...
Are you talking about Case in Television Gamers stream?
I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Ha, ha.
I'm not sure what the different times are, because some are so slow.
Maybe. Yes.
Yes. That was Casey's. I did see part of that.
Has anyone seen Crime Story? It's, you know what? I have.
You talking about the one that was out like in the late 80s, early 90s?
Yeah. It was supposed to have taken place at a certain time. And I had one of those moments where I was like picky about it, where they play the wrong music in the wrong time frame. I think it's supposed to be like, I don't know when it was supposed to have taken place. I'll have to look that up. Let me see if I can look that up.
I never watched that. Didn't that come out a little after Miami Vice was out?
Yeah, Dennis Farina is in it. Yeah, Anthony Dennison. Yeah.
Took a minute after other horses finished. That's funny. What was going on there?
86 through 88. The saga of Chicago police detectives' efforts to stop a young hood's ruthless rise in the ranks of organized crime.
I had the same problem, Pete. I was watching it for a while, and I was already tired.
1963, Chicago. So it's supposed to take place in 63, and they were playing the Monkees. I'm like, they weren't around yet.
Bowling 2 weeks from tonight. I am ready, Pete.
What?
Well, I'm not ready. I got to practice because I'm terrible at bowling.
What are you guys doing in television?
Yeah, in television bowling.
Okay. Stu was picky? Never. I was picky about what? What was I picky about? No, bowling 2 weeks from tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah, because we're doing it Thursday. You're right. Man, I got to practice. I'm so bad.
Right. He says, sorry, my mistake.
All right, Pete. We'll let you stay.
You got to watch your step around here, Pete. You'll get blocked for a few minutes on that one.
Yep, in Television Bowling League in 2 weeks.
Putting a timeout. So how do you guys do that? Do you just record yourselves and then do you
I'm not sure how we're doing it. We're all going to be on together bowling.
That's a tough one.
Pete will have to work that out. I don't know if we're all going to bowl at the same time or if we're going to show two people bowling and then you show the next two people bowling. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Okay. I'm at first, my first thought is I'm going to say Mark Bowles. These are two singers that both sang for Yngwie Malmsteen. We're having a warm-up week next week, PJ. I'm going to try to work out the twists.
Excellent.
Yeah. I mean, is that something that can I join in on that, or do you guys have? Can I join in on that? That's something you're doing on the system.
You just have to be able to stream your television,
right?
Because we're all just streaming at the same time,
right?
I think we can have up to 8. I don't think we have 8.
All right. Well, we'll chat about that later. I have a strategy. 2 teams, one from each team bowls simultaneously.
Yeah, that's what I was just kind of thinking there, Pete. Maybe we can do 2 at a time. I certainly, you don't want to do, each one separately. That would take forever.
Right.
But 2 at a time.
Just the 2 of them. Hey, you don't have a Ninja, do you?
What do you mean?
Like
Mixer?
a little machine thing?
The mixer or
Yeah.
whatever it is?
Yeah.
I don't know if we do or not. I'm not sure what brand it is.
Okay. Metal Torso is here. Said hi earlier, but I was hiding in the background of chat to see what kind of hijinks Papa Pete was up to.
Well, welcome, Metal Torso.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Pete might just, he can, Yep. He's been known to ambush the best of us.
There you go. There's requirements. You have to be able to stream your television and yourself.
Okay. Oh, you have one. Okay.
Okay, we have one.
Do you have a coffee grinder thing?
I don't think so. I've never seen a coffee grinder here. Not that I know of. What is that? Oh, it's an attachment for a coffee grinder. Oh, interesting. Interesting.
And since you have one, I can drop it off. I don't know how much Ninjas cost.
I have no idea.
I mean, I never knew them to be a real solid product. I mean, I don't know. So I've never thought about getting one. So.
The bat is clean. I'll be his bowling mug. Ninja is a new soda maker. What was that other soda maker? Stream, I think it was called.
Okay.
Where you can make your own sodas. Kind of like a soda fountain. You add the syrup and the bubbly.
Yeah, I just want to get one of those things that puts the bubbles in things, right? I mean, kind of. Yeah, I see here. Ninja Thirsty Drink System soda maker, $150. Create unique sparkling and still drinks, personalized flavor, size and flavor. Carbonated water machine.
PJ Smith says Ninjas are a great product.
Well, okay.
Soda Stream. Yeah. We had one of those a long time ago.
Yeah, my buddy Joe has one of those. Yeah.
Cheaper to get a Snoopy snow cone maker. I did find a snow cone maker downstairs. I'd gotten one for free a long time ago.
Yeah.
Before we moved, and I couldn't find it, and I finally opened a box up and I was like, oh, there it was.
It's been there the whole time.
JWG's got 5 Ninja products. Look at that.
Wow. All right, so this thing goes with the what? Compatible with
vodka sodas, you have to own a Soda Stream type product. Metal Torso agrees. Ninja products are great.
Oh, it goes with the Auto IQ. Is that like an old? It's probably my luck. It's like an old version or something they don't make anymore. Ninja compatible with. Oh no, is Auto IQ? Is that another brand?
I don't know. I've never heard of that.
I haven't either. Yeah, so I watched a video the other day about because I was listening to something they were talking about Kiss and where they're going next with this Avatar situation. So I watched a video that kind of went through the thing that ABBA is doing in New York, where they built that whole complex to house their Avatar shows. So it's kind of interesting.
JWD, my friend drank a 90s Zima on stream last night and got sick.
Whoa. Shut your mouth. A 90s Zima.
See, Chuck needs to drink a tab on his show. Those things have been out for a couple years now.
We were just talking about, they have a thing at school on the wall that's they use for the certain students. They can learn organization, so they can take all of them out of the pockets. It's one of those hanging shoe rack things. And so they can take all these products, and one of them is Tab. It's a stack of Tab cans. They're just laminated pictures of Tab. And I was like, oh, I think of Chuck every time I walk in there and there's a Tab. I'm like, oh, damn it. Damn it.
Did he drink a Bartles and James first? How many views did he get on that Zima stream asking for a friend? Sounds like PJ might have a Zima laying around that he might want to do a video on.
I mean, who still has a Zima from the 90s? I mean, I have beer, I suppose, from my father-in-law from the 80s, but
I'm guessing they don't make Zima anymore.
I'm assuming no.
Well, it was all the rage for a little while.
Oh, it was. I
remember a guy I worked with. He was very proud of himself for having a Zima.
Oh,
he thought, I guess that was a status thing back then for him.
Is that the thing where everything was like static and then they drink it and all of a sudden everything would and they were full of life again?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's weird.
A Zima.
Where'd they get that name? I just want Zima. What does that mean? In some other language, it must mean something.
Yeah, Jolt Cola.
Oh, good old Jolt.
Here we go. Now we're off on a topic.
Here we go.
Failed drinks.
Somebody shoved us into a topic.
He drank it when he had over 100 in chat. Then they multiplied. So he had a Crystal Pepsi and puked. He had 100 people in chat. How big of a channel does this guy have? That's enormous. 100 people. That's a lot. That's impressive. Yeah, Crystal Pepsi. Zima was discontinued in 2008.
The name's Crystal Pepsi.
Zima testing. We used to drink that while floating down the river. Now, it was a status symbol for him. I'm not saying that other people thought that. He just thought he was something else with the Zima. He's like, what is that? I don't know what it is.
I'm finding CES to be sort of quiet. I'm assuming that's what you meant to put this year. Yeah, not much coming out from there, you mean? Just Zima with a green apple Jolly Rancher in it.
Wow, he had 4,000 subs. That's pretty darn good. Then he gained 600.
Damn.
All right. I guess one of us has to puke right now. Oh, man. California coolers. I don't know if I ever remember that.
California coolers.
An orange 2-liter, almost like pop. Good for the night.
Wow. Wow. After drinking Little Kings and Mickey's Big Mouth, yes, got Mickey's right over there in the fridge. In my youth, a Zima was tolerable. So what was Zima? I mean, did it have alcohol? I guess.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I think so.
I just don't. I guess I remember them doing it in the bar. You know, they have. I mean, the commercials. Somebody be in the bar.
Yeah, I won't be doing that, JWD.
Wow.
That will not be happening. Woo. Okay.
Ah! Oh. I still remember it was awesome. Ringo did good ads. Oh, God. I totally forgot about those, PJ. Holy smokes. Barfing increases subs, but snakes lose subs.
JW says Zimo's like a vodka, he thinks. You know,
yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't even know.
Early 80s, there were Lifesaver soda. Yeah. Zimo's like, okay. All right. Yeah, I think that's right.
All my underage drinking beverages.
I just remember being down at Union Station at Whitey's, and Christine ordered a Bartles and James, or a wine cooler, whatever it was, whosever it was, but and they it was like, yeah, that's, I don't know, they were like, it's $3.99. I'm like, I can get a 4-pack for $3.99. Whatever. It's like a kid beer.
A kid beer.
Remember that? Did you ever see that that headline where the woman and her son were at the ballpark? And we've talked about that before. That ain't happening. Yeah, it might make me puke. Thinking about it's making me puke. A little bit right here in my mouth.
It was a malt beverage. I like a good malted.
Really? Whatever the hell that is. Well, I'd rather have a malt shake.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Bacardi Breezers, yeah, those are good. They stopped making them. I know they always stop making the good shit. I don't know what the problem is.
Zima was a clear, cooler beverage. Yeah, it was clear, wasn't it? So was it had vodka in it, like JWD was mentioning?
Yeah, it was because it was that glass bottle that went up and then it came in and then the neck went up.
Coors produced Zima. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
What is
Four
Four Loco?
Loko.
What is that?
I don't know. You know what never gets discontinued? Bourbon. Plain and simple. There you go. PJ beat me that malt beverage fact. Very friggin' weird. Both remember that.
Zima tastes like used toilet paper.
Well, I've never had any used toilet paper, so
Oh.
I can only imagine, though. I don't know what liquor.
Four Loco is an energy drink. I've never even heard of that.
Huh. Energy drink
Look at
beer.
PJ sold a lot of Zima and Smirnoff ices.
Smirnoff ices are good. Those are good. Yeah, there was a headline where the woman had taken her son to the ballpark, and then she got in trouble because she was buying Mike's lemonade for the kid. She thought it was a lemonade, so she was buying it for the kid. Kid's getting drunk, and they wanted to give her, I don't know, officers were going to talk. She's like, I just saw that it was lemonade. I'm like, I get it, but come on. I mean, when your kid starts hitting on everybody, doing weird stuff.
That's why I had a drink. Moon Pie Moonshine was a hot product at gas stations.
Yeah. Those moonshine deals, man, those are killer.
Look at that. Zima was 5%. Mike's Hard Lemonade is 4%.
Yeah.
To catch a predator, they would ask the predator to bring Mike's Hard Lemonade so often that Mike's Hard Lemonade asked him to knock it off and say, stop bringing our product into your show. The preferred booze of predators. Mike's Hard Lemonade. That would have been a great... They could put Chris Hansen's face on there. Inspired discussion every Wednesday. That's right, PJ.
We're sorry. We never thought of that.
God. Cayman Jack is where it's at now.
Cayman Jack. Never heard of it. Moonshine
rocks. I don't even know what that is. Someone else mentioned it before.
Lance says Canadian water is 4%. Drew.
My grandfather gave my dad as a baby alcohol to go to sleep.
Yeah, they do it. They always would do, they always would say that. Take that little bit of liquor and then just put it on and just rub it on their gums for when they're teething.
It's a different time back then.
Well, if you don't abuse it, it's not so bad.
Yeah, give them the Mike's Hard Lemonade.
It's too many weird people out there. It's like that sign. It's like my new sign, right? Where's my? Oh, it's back here. My new sign.
I've seen some weird shit.
I'll move her over a little bit and I'll put that.
We had moonshine from Kentucky a while back. I don't even remember that. Moonshine.
Oh, yeah.
I made beer battered mac and cheese nibblers earlier today. Very nice. Was it good?
Oh.
It sounds pretty good.
It does. It sounds like we need an invite next time.
I had spaghetti and meatballs before the show. I'm stuffed.
Spaghetti and meat. How big were the meatballs?
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I mean, something like a little bit bigger than what you buy in a bag.
It was bigger than a golf ball.
Oh, there you go. That's perfect because it's not, size of a tennis ball is almost too big.
Because our son makes he makes the sauce and he makes the meatballs, and it's.
Does he make the sauce all from scratch?
Well, as much as he can. We get basically it's big cans of canned whole tomatoes,
Uh-huh.
and he whips them up, stirs them up, whatever, purees them.
With a ninja?
Maybe it was. I don't know.
I'm just asking.
And then he adds, some different spices. But it's great because those tomatoes are just dirt cheap, and
Yep.
then you can make it taste exactly how you want it. There's nothing weird in it.
Mm-mm.
Pete needs to go cook meatballs right now. Never turned down a meatball.
No. My great grandmother bathed my mom in wine. My grandmother was so mad.
Man. Is it cheap wine? Oh, yeah. He did put some wine in the meat sauce this time. He usually doesn't, but we had some open. So he's like, let me try it.
That's
And
smart.
It was really good.
Smart. It's time when Bruce Willis was in every fourth commercial promoting Seagram's golden wine coolers. Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. I wouldn't have remembered it, but I do remember it now. Better tasting food after my sabbatical, the whole month of October. Yeah. I wish I didn't taste things weird anymore still. Popcorn is weird to me.
A bolognese.
Ah, hello, bolognese.
He did not use a ninja.
Well, okay.
To the meatball machine.
To the meatball machine. Be like a commercial. Time to make the meatballs. It's so good.
Yeah, next time we'll put a Zima in it, Pete. I've been
Oh,
hearing a lot of good things about Zima tonight.
I've heard great things about using classic Zima. Yes. Yes. We'll see how fast those meatballs can come back up. Kurt! Hello.
Oh, man, it's really going to get cold here. I think starting Friday through Tuesday.
Man, I can't wait.
Whew. Monday and Tuesday. I think Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I don't think it's going to get over 20.
Yes, do put grape jelly sauce in your meatballs. Yes, yes, I won't say anything. The new Atari Game Station Portable have an SD card slot. Confirmed.
So the new one is confirmed with an SD slot. I would think so. I mean, like this one, where does this one have it at? Yeah, this one's got it on the side. I don't know. I don't know what's different about this one and the new one. It has a new label for the Atari. Other than that, I'm not sure what's the difference. I would think it better be something big if they want people to rebuy it.
I worry about quality D-pads.
Yeah, if you're talking about the Game Station Remix gamepads, I'd be worried too because it looked horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like one of those cheap knockoffs. So, but it is an early. It's an early model. It's not finished. Hopefully, they make it better.
Make it so. Talking about the portable, not the remix one. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, portable. I missed that. Wait, the portable has. Wait, Pierre, it's been confirmed the portable has an SD slot? Because that's a game changer right there. Because I think the current one does not have it.
Ooh, bourbon chicken. That'd be great. Send me the link to the recipe. Yes, me too. I would like it. Jeff likes when I make the grape jelly meatballs in the crock pot.
Yeah, those are good.
Make it so number one.
I've been watching some. Speaking of number one, I've been watching some.
See, there you go.
Star Trek: Next Generation.
Jeff, have you ever played Shinobi Kid, aka Alex Kidd in Shinobi Land on SMS?
No, I've barely played any Master System games. I'm not sure if I have played a Master System game other than Aleste 3. It is a game. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's a Game Gear game. What am I talking about? So wait a minute, what was that game? Shinobi Kid. All right, I gotta check that out. JWD.
Yeah, the only
Shinobi.
I used to like playing the Shinobi games on. I know this is different, but I mean I enjoyed the Shinobi games on the Sega system.
What was it called? Shinobi
My house
4.
doesn't like the cold. I want a Star Trek food replicator, Salvatore says. We'll get that shipped right out to you. I'm sure we have one on Amazon. I got Amazon pulled up. I'll check. If you had a replicator, Jeff, what's the first thing you would have it do?
Man, I don't know.
I had a Master System, but the corner broke.
Guess I'd put a wad of cash in it and hit duplicate. Just do that all night long.
Jeff likes when I make those meatballs for parties. Well, when Pete comes here,
that's a great party. It's a great party dish, those meatballs.
Yeah.
Because it makes a ton, and I eat most of them.
So there. Amazon is the replicator. That's true. It just still takes a little bit.
Nice, Pierre. I'm glad you from John from a Gen X grown up. I gotta watch the rest of his videos. I only saw one today. Because I don't think the one from last year has an SD card. I don't think it does. The portable.
I like those meatballs on rice. So, Pete, how do you make your mom's mac and cheese? I was just talking about the other day how I make my mom's mac and cheese. You make the white sauce, make the roux, and then you just put in for a single batch, you put in like a square. Just cut a square piece of Velveeta. I use the stuff from Aldi. It's cheaper.
Yes, we did have smoked wings and beef brisket on New Year's Eve. It was terrific.
I have got to get a smoker. Send me your mac and cheese recipe.
Or Pete, better yet, just come on by and
just
we'll get all the ingredients. Just go ahead and make it for us all.
Yep. There you go. It's going to be a party when Pete gets here. I just got to know when Pete's moving so we can.
Her mac and cheese was just different. Well,
it was just different.
That's not sounding as good as it did before, Pete.
Yeah.
Different, but it was delicious.
Yeah.
It was different.
Bit imitated by the tier maker. Those types of videos. It would be cool to see Pete do a tier maker of in television.
Pete's done a lot of tier videos within television, like different kind of games. I think he usually goes in like sets, like Parker Brothers, The Magic. The old model did not have it. This one will be priced around $140. Wow, $140 for the port. Wasn't it last portable like $40? I mean, I know this new one is a bigger screen and it's got more gadgets hooked to it.
Drew, that's a good call on the mac and cheese. I like to bake it too. I make my mom's recipe and then I put cheese over the top, put it in a casserole dish and bake it.
No one can really make it except my sister.
Hers is close.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, send us the recipe. I'm just saying. Well, I love your mac and cheese.
So what is the difficulty in the mac and cheese, Pete, in replicating it? I'm curious.
In my mom's, the secret thing was the Worcestershire. I mean, it's very simple to make. You put in the roux, then you melt in the Velveeta, put a little Worcestershire in there, and that's it. And then if you want to go a couple steps further, you can put in a can of cream of mushroom soup, a can of tuna, and then you can pour that over crushed up saltines. You got a working man's tuna rarebit. It's putting stuff together. I'll make these on the show.
Pete is putting together more ranking videos. Those are always fun.
I was writing down a list of things to do for our show today. Got a whole list of things that I'm wanting to get to. So
there's the problem. She didn't have a recipe. She just made it.
Oh, it was dry. Most people wouldn't like it. Oh, I get it. Okay. It's probably okay. Maybe she used partly like a feta or like the Parmesan. Maybe there was a good portion of Parmesan in it.
Yes, I like the tuna rarebit too. You need to make that soon. It's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, Pete. What's the next game up on the 125?
Although I likes your tuna rarebit. I likey your tuna rarebit. Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't made it in a while. And I've got to, Stu, sell me on a song or album by Dogs D'Amour. Wow. The only Dogs D'Amour that I have is like a single. That's all I ever really had by them. They were one of those bands I never dove into them, but I should. Be good for the show. Be good for the show. I showed these on my show the other day. This is I bought some patches at Penny Lane in Springfield, Illinois, and this was one of my favorites. The Cult. I love that logo from
That's pretty cool.
From Electric that has love removal machine on it. I love that record. No feta, not Parmesan, nothing fancy like that. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I know too that like what is it? Is it what is the cheddar? Sharp cheddar. I know sharp cheddar is a dryer, and that it's a drier cheese. So I love the band Thunder. Yes. I listened to them not too long ago. I wasn't not familiar with them. Good food doesn't need to be fancy, Papa Pete. That's why I use Velveeta in my. That's why my mom did it because it was cheap. Of course, it's not cheap anymore. Shit, $10 a box.
Ooh, I like this question. What are your favorite stores that are no longer around?
I just talked about Venture.
KB Toys might be the top of my list. I love that place.
Oh, KB Toys, yeah.
I mean, they had so many great, especially growing up when I did, because you'd have your traditional toys, and then they had that big old handheld electronic section.
Yep.
Like in the 70s. It was great.
Popeye, followed by Truckin' and Snafu. Yeah.
Okay, I heard you had
there you go.
heard you had the map for Truckin'. Is that correct? I think I heard that from 64-Bit for Life.
Not because it was special mac and cheese. It was because it was my mom's mac and cheese 10 years ago.
Well, that'll bring back a lot of memories, Pete, when you eat. Yeah, when you do that.
Yeah.
Oh, Surface Merchandise. I forgot about that. Remember, it was so weird. You had to like order something through their little computer setup.
Yeah.
It was so bizarre.
Yeah. God, Service Merch. I totally forgot about them. What was the other Tipton? They had an electronics store here, right? Tipton?
I don't think so. I've
Is
never
that what
heard
it
of
was?
That. Oh yeah, Woolworth was pretty cool.
Woolworth was right down. They had one downtown.
And I used to like just walking through Blockbuster, just seeing what was out.
We had Montgomery Ward did you guys have Montgomery Ward down here?
I think so.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Oh, there. Lance just said it. There it is.
Oh yeah, I loved Funkoland too, Pete. It was
Funkoland.
It was very cool. Johnny's Toys. Never heard of that. Elder Bierman.
Swallens. I have an unopened VCR from what?
Oh yeah, Circuit City. I did love them towards the end, because whenever you go to the game section, at least here, they had a big. Oh yeah, Silent Sam. That was a computer. Remember at the end of Service Merchant, that Bill Cosby was their big spokesman. He was always talking about Silent Sam.
That's right. Oh my God. I bought my little Samsung Funkoland for less than $1.
You made out pretty good on that deal, JWD.
No doubt. I have Truckin', but haven't played it. What was that kid's store?
Children's Palace.
Oh, yeah, Children's Palace.
I actually like Children's Palace better than Toys R Us, but then
Wow. Guess what? I have the map.
yeah, I thought I remember hearing your son talk about that,
That's wacky.
or at least rolling his eyes when you said you had the map. I should say. Oh, you're doing Popeye next, huh, Pete? Yeah, not a Popeye fan on the television.
I've never been a big Popeye fan of
I like
anything.
Popeye in the arcade, but
Yeah.
I like that version.
Mm-hmm. Who made that?
Was that Parker Brothers? Pete, who made that?
You know what? I think I have a little water down here. Hold on. I'm going to go get that.
Popeye is entering the public domain next year. How about that?
You know, somebody was talking about it that Steamboat Willie was.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it was Parker Brothers.
Okay.
For Popeye.
Hey, if anybody's got a bead on a good price or something for the Spider-Man Parker Brothers for the 2600, I could use that. Let me know.
Wait a minute. You saw a TV show today with a young, super young Ernest. I've never seen Ernest Borgnine where he didn't look anything but like 70.
I know, right? Even when he was
the old
22.
stuff, he still looked old.
Yeah.
Steamboat is ours now. Yeah, Disney's been fighting that for years and years.
I mean, I can imagine. I don't get it. I mean, it's weird, but
well, I think you have what is it? Once the creator dies, I think they have his family or the company has the rights for 75 more years, I believe.
Okay. It's been 375 days since I released an episode of what?
Over a year? Wow.
You have to build up anticipation, you know.
Well, there's only 125 of them, Pete. You should do one a year.
What you're doing is you're working on people's memory is what you're doing by that point.
I miss Meyer and Frank department stores. We never had that here.
Never heard of that. The one downtown had a ceiling train ride at Christmas time. Awesome displays. It looked like something out of the Christmas Story movie.
Yeah, I do remember like my mom talking about like downtown St. Louis.
Metal
famous bar. They would have those big
that was Nintendo.
They would have those big displays, Christmas displays, people would go see.
Disney rewrote the copyright laws for Mickey.
Yep.
And why? Because they can.
Yep. Metal Torso Popeye was a Nintendo arcade game.
Dig Dug released December 31st, 2022. Yeah, no, wow.
Over a year, Pete. This Popeye one should be fantastic.
You know, we used to get the Atari games and stuff also at Brown Sporting Goods. Did you ever have those down here?
Doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, I don't know. We had a Pekin Mall up there. I think they were in Pekin Mall and Northwoods Mall in Peoria. Ernest Borgnine.
Who did he marry? Oh, we were talking about that last week, I think. He married Ethel Merman.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yep. Bizarre.
He looked old in this, and it was a cowboy show. Looked in 1956.
Ernest and
they had like the riflemen back then, and was that in the 50s or was that in the 60s?
Rifleman?
Yeah,
I think it was maybe like late 50s, early 60s.
Got an Atari Jaguar at KB Toys or Toys R Us, one of the two.
Yeah, I got so many handheld electronic games at KB Toys.
Yes, you did.
Oh, and I was saying about
it was the Wild Bunch. Yeah. Oh, he was good in the Wild Bunch.
I was going to say about Circuit City towards the end. When you go to the video game section, they'd have a big bin with just like dozens of games thrown in there. They're just marked down, trying to get rid of them. Man, I picked up so many games from there. Dirt cheap. It was great.
Yeah. I'm still trying to get this thing figured out.
JWD's getting hooked on Grid TV.
See, I'm getting the Ninja. I know I'm saying the Ninja again. I'm getting the Ninja mixed up with what was the other thing? What I just had it. Magic Bullet. That's why I was getting it mixed up. Those Ninjas, they're not cheap. It's wild.
Oh shoot, wait a minute. Turn on your on-air sign. Let's see if it shows up. Yeah, the problem with it, when I turn it on.
Oh yeah, there it is.
When I turn it on, it's just all blurry on screen.
Oh, I get you.
See?
Oh wow, yeah.
I don't know how to fix that.
I wonder if you kind of framed it in some. I don't know.
Well, I'm thinking what the deal is, because I mean, when I look at it here, it looks great.
Right, exactly.
But on camera, it is terrible. So there's got to be a way to do that.
Yeah, it is.
So I have that Odyssey 2 sign. It's the same thing. I can't turn it on. It just doesn't show anything. Did they sell the Magic Bullet at the adult bookstore?
Wait a minute. What are you doing at the adult bookstore? I mean, I know what you're doing there if you're there, but what are you doing at the adult bookstore?
I'm looking for a Magic Bullet, I guess.
What was the sound? Oh, I don't know. JW, were you the one that mentioned to me? Somebody mentioned to me about just restarting the computer. And I think that might have just been it. It was just too much going on. I restarted and everything was fine. So, smoked glass, maybe Saboteur says for the sign. So maybe make a shadow box to put it in with that in front.
Sounds like a lot of work there, Saboteur.
It do.
Pete's mixing things up at the adult bookstore.
Always use cash at the adult bookstore. Mixing it up. You should have a show from there, Pete. Just mixing it up with Papa Pete at the adult bookstore. StreamYard now supports portrait mode. So shorts are so easy to make now, Jeff.
Yeah, I just do them on my phone. I didn't even know about that portrait mode on StreamYard.
How about that? That's something I'm going to be using with some of the ideas that I just wrote down today. Only you would go to the adult bookstore. Why not the adult novelty store? Things are getting sexy here. It's, after dark on Go Game Go.
Go Game Go after dark.
Woo! Look out. Papa Pete makes you lunch while you browse the adult books. I see you're taking a little extra time to figure out what you need. Could you use a sandwich while you're doing that?
Ah, yes. A nice selection of magazines you picked out. Would you care for some mac and cheese?
We have some thinly sliced roast beef to go with that.
Oh my gosh. Sunday, the high is going to be 12 here. Jeez. What the heck?
1 minute album reviews. Yeah, that's a great idea. I will write that down. It would be much better than like a 2-second review of Rise of Skywalker. Hello and welcome to the review of Rise of Skywalker. It's shit. Thank you very much. See you later. See if I get any pushback on that. I guess all right past the books. Whoops. Liking the subject expertise that you have. Smut and mac and cheese. Why not? They go together. Would you like some of the smut mac and cheese?
Yeah, Drew here. I just looked. Was it Sunday? I think it's going to be.
Oh
It's
man.
like 10 degrees high and -1 low. It's like, oh God, I'm not going outside that day.
Is that feta? Oh, my nose is itchy. Oh, I mean, walk right past the store. Oh, so my stuff gets stretched to 59 sec. Yeah. Wow. Just under a minute limit. Longhorn cheese. There you go. Telling you, I needed like a heated seat back here. One minute. I'm gonna have to come up with a tasty title for that.
Tasty title.
That burger is tasty. Hey, you, Flock of Seagulls. Hey, Flock of Seagulls is coming to town. Did I tell you that? Yeah.
Why is that?
What? Why are they coming to town?
Yeah.
To play a gig.
I mean, to play a song?
Oh, 2 songs, dude. Come on. Come on. 2 songs. And I ran and Space Age Love. What was that? Space Age?
Something like that.
Song?
That's a pretty good song, actually.
What?
That's a pretty good song, actually.
It is. I like them both.
Royale with cheese. Is that cheese or Gouda?
It's better than last week. Ooh. Oh, my Lord. All right. That is it. Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of Magnum. Oh, Magnum. There you go. Guitarist just passed, but the new album drops tomorrow. Wow. Oop.
Singer Flock of Seagulls looks like Fester now.
A rocking Fester.
We went to go see Flock of Seagulls here locally years ago. It was like early 90s.
Okay.
They were already, long gone by then. But we waited, I think we sat for like 2 hours, and I don't know when they showed up, but we just left. I was like, I'm not sitting around any longer just to hear Iran. Although I love the song.
I love that song, but I am not waiting. Jeff, did you see what I got the other day? Did you watch my show the other night about
I've watched parts, so I didn't see where you had anything.
Are you ready?
Yes.
It's with a different drummer, but check this out.
Oh, wow. What is that?
It's live.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that existed.
I didn't either.
Interesting. They didn't even put the drummer on there.
The drummer on this was Dave Henderson. So what was the date when we saw them?
98.
Okay. So I have really cool news as well. I was talking to my friend today out there in Vegas, and he is. I have a contact to Niles.
Prescott Niles?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I said, well, we'll be chatting about that. So let's take a look here. I think there's something about this I didn't know. Let's take a look at the vinyl, shall we? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, come on. Do you really have to get caught on that? Look at that light blue.
That's very nice.
That's baby blue vinyl right there, man.
That is very cool.
Wow. Liberation Hall Records. Yeah. Papa's Dead, Baby Talks Dirty, Oh Tara, Can I Borrow a Kiss, and Another Lousy Day in Paradise is the first side.
Nice.
And then Good Girls Don't, One Day at a Time, It's Not Me, Harder on You. That's a great song. And Siamese Twins. Then 7 Days of Heaven. Are you familiar with that?
There were two songs that the second side I didn't even heard of.
It's Not Me. I think isn't that from what was the
Maybe their last one?
Yeah, the Better Than the Next Guy?
Yeah, because that's Normal is the next guy.
Normal is the next guy. Thank you.
That's the album I'm least familiar with.
No, you know everything else. One Day at a Time is from
that's from the Zoom? No,
that's what I was thinking.
No, wait, I'm thinking
one day at a time.
I think it's the one with the girl on the cover with a hula hoop that's on fire. Serious Fun.
Yeah, Serious Fun. That's what I was originally thinking. And then Harder on You is from Zoom.
I don't remember that one.
And Siamese Twins, of course, is The Monkey and Me.
Off their first album.
From the first album, yeah.
Saboteur. Peter Gabriel looks like Fester too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're not kidding.
Matching Pumpkins looks like Fester now.
Yeah.
Go on and on.
It's a whole Fester thing.
Yeah, we were dating then, and you were there with me because we were with some of your friends, and I didn't want to be at this place. And we sat
was that
there
the
forever.
club downtown?
I don't know if it was like.
I'm still trying to remember what the club was called that I went.
The club. For some reason, I think it was like some kind of outdoor thing. Like,
oh,
it wasn't like a normal place you would see a band. It was, but yeah, no, you were there with me, CC Mental. Trust me. I was complaining the whole time. How do you not remember that? Yeah, we went to see the Knack in '98. That was a good time.
Yeah. 7 Days of Heaven, Tequila, and Break On Through to the other side. That's What the Little Girls Do is on the third side. And then it has Frustrated and Tell Me What It Is, Jeff. It's our favorite song.
Selfish?
Yep. My Sharona, Let Me Out, and Last Train to Clarksville.
I would love to see or hear anything that somebody would have, because I think it was out in California. I believe this is before the Knack hit it big. They were getting pretty popular there, and they said it was not unusual for big stars to pop in and just hang out for a song. And apparently Eddie Money showed up, and the Knack played Two Tickets to Paradise with Eddie Money singing. I would give anything to hear that or to see a video of it, but I don't think any of that exists.
Is that like at the Rainbow or the Whiskey, or?
I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you did drink too many Zimas and forget.
Zimas, and I forgot. I just listened to the Monkees tonight. They are up there with the Beatles.
He loves the Monkees.
Yeah. The big difference is they weren't writing their stuff. I mean, really, a lot of it. They wrote some of it, but not, the most of it was done by
Boyce and Hart.
Yep.
They did a lot, and Neil Diamond did some.
Neil Diamond, Carole King.
Man, they had some great songs.
Yep. Yeah. One of my favorites to play was on the radio when I was, and I've thought about playing it in my band, was what is it, Jeff? It's Saturday. The hell is it? Sunday. Is it the Sunday one? Why can't I say the name of it? Pleasant Valley Sunday.
Oh yeah,
I love that song because it talks. It's a song talking about our childhood. It's talking about what it was like to be outside, all the different little things that goes on in there, in a suburbs and that kind of stuff.
Every
Eddie
time
Money was Irish, and his
every
real
time I
name
see
was
Eddie
Eddie
Money
Mahoney.
now, all I can think of is that episode of King of Queens when he was on there.
Oh, that's right.
God, it was so funny. They pay him to come to their house and play. They're just trying to get rid of money. Hey, Papa Pete, Billy Joel's coming to St. Louis.
With Sting.
I could do without Sting, but
Oh, Stingman. What kind of name is that for a young man? Show me the Mahoney.
is there a complete Monkeys TV show DVD set? I don't know.
I think there might be, but God, I was telling you about this recently. I don't know that I could watch it all. You can check it out at the library, Jeff, if you ever get the hankering to watch it.
Yeah, I'm good. I'd rather just listen to the music.
Jeff, you remind me of the other day. My friend, I caught her off guard. She goes, "Well, have a good evening." I go, "No, thank you." Pete, I'm on my way. Gordon Sumner, that's right. That is right. Mr. Sting, Gordon Sumner. Tickets went on sale tonight. The complete Monkey series on CTV app. 2 seasons.
70 episodes.
But about 70 episodes.
Yeah, it's back in the 60s when they do 35 episodes a year. It's great.
And I mean, it shows because I mean, it's just the goofiest lineup of stuff. It's just, you wonder, it didn't take long to write because you're just like, okay, what are we doing now? Season 2 itself, you can get a season 2 on DVD for $68 used. I don't get that. I mean, that's too much. Oh, but look, they do have, if you're a big fan of the music, they have a box set. That's pretty cool. I like these CD box sets. For $28, you can get their pretty much their box of their albums. The first album, Headquarters, More of the Monkeys, and then the one with all of the, what is it? Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn. What was that? Anyway. And the Birds, the Bees, and the Monkeys. I like those box sets like that. They have one for Doobie Brothers, Alice Cooper. They've got them, all a bunch of them. Christmas Party, the Monkeys. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not, no.
Christmas Party album. Yeah, it's from back in the day. $20 for the CD.
Yeah. See, similar. You're going to go to see Joe Coy on Friday night, not tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm. Unwrap you at Christmas. What would Santa do? Oh, how do you say that? Mele Kalaki Maka.
Malakaliki Maka.
Malakaliki Maka. House of Broken Gingerbread. Oh, that sounds sad. Wow. The Christmas song. Christmas Party. Jesus Christ. That's one of the songs. Jesus Christ. I wish it could be Christmas every day. Silver Bells. Wonderful Christmas Time.
Tiny silver bells.
Snow. Tiny silver bells. You can say it like you're on Christmas Story. And it's a can of Simon Eyes. Snowfall, Angels We Have Heard on High, and Merry Christmas Baby. That's what's on that album. That is what's
Back in the day, Jimi Hendrix opened for the Monkees. The teenagers booed Hendrix off the stage.
They did. They did.
Oh, that's so funny.
That is wild. Still weird. I watched about 4 I I'd still like to see Alice Cooper live. Good to go see Joe Coy tomorrow night. 58 episodes, 32 in season 1, 26 in season 2. That's a lot of goofiness. It's really over the top. It's really made, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's made for ADHD. That's maybe this year I'll go and see if Alice Cooper comes through, I'll probably go see it. It's about time I do it while he's still doing a great show. Yeah. So dude, that's it. That's time.
Calling it. That's it.
Call it.
Dunzo.
We need to have like a heartbeat thing at the end. Beep, beep,
We should have
boop.
a heartbeat playing throughout the whole thing, and then it get faster and faster towards the end, and then it just
it explodes and
whoop, out of sequence here.
Anyone remember Monty Python concert films? Yes. Cinematic. Yes. 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 School's out for tonight, says Drew.
All right, guys. That's it. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, guys.
I'll be back tomorrow night with I'll be playing some Berserk Enhanced, as you can see right there. Berserk Enhanced. That's the new one that has voice, which is very cool. I'll be playing that and some other games on the Atari 2600 Plus. The 2600 Plus.
Fantastic.
So yeah, so check that out. That should be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Jeff, do you have just a minute? I'll hang with you for just a second after the show. Have a great one, guys. Thanks for everybody being here, and we will see you. He'll see you tomorrow. I'll be chiming in on that, I'm sure. And then we will see you guys together like this again next week.
All right. See you.
See you guys.
Night.